The next series we're going to cover is what I call a front sit series. It's the same type thing that we did with sit out, turn in, but we're sitting a different way. To get yourself into a front sit series, and I'll do it by myself this time, all we do is throw both legs out front, pretty much straight between both arms. From here, we just shoot the legs through, and we scoop like that. Now, from here, you want to make sure that you're leaning over, and you're keeping your body curled up in somewhat of a little ball. When the parts of your body are close to the center, you have power. So you're keeping your elbows in close so that you can go either way and so that you can react to what the top man does. Okay, again. From here, we're just going to throw the legs out front. I like to throw them out front and then scoop back into it. Now, once you get to this position, here's what happens a lot of times. Okay, Rick? Okay, a lot of times the top man will put on a bar arm here. He'll go over this arm here, stick on a bar arm, and try that type of a technique to control you. When he does that, we're going to work on a few things. The first one is a simple drag. To drag this man, the first thing you need to do is control this hand. Control the hand that's around your waist. This is if he's trying to bar you back down to the mat. Now, the next thing that's important is your foot movement. Okay, let's turn this way just a little bit. Okay, he has this arm barred up, and we're going to do what we call an arm drag. We're going to shift the feet first. Here and here. Now, from here, we're going to scoot and pull the arm and come out on top. Okay, watch again. Okay, I have my front sit position. He bars an arm. I want to first control his hand. Again, we're back to the hand control concept. Now we're going to move the feet. 1, 2. Spin and turn. Okay, that's one. The second thing you can do, if he bars his arm up again, we want to control this inside arm. This is called a gazzone. I don't know where they got the name from, but this is a gazzone. Okay, we want to post this hand on the mat. From here, all we're going to do is raise this arm high, and we're going to roll through this way and come out behind that way. Okay. Okay. Again, we're in this front sit position. He bars the arm, control the hand, push it down to the mat. Now, what we need to do is raise this high, scoop through, come around, and behind. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, when a man has two underhooks. If a guy on the top really knows what he's doing, he's probably not going to come over your arm, okay? He'll probably go to the two underhooks, that situation. What you need to do is work on the hands first to see if you can free your hands. You can just pull both hands in close to your body, work on one at a time. Now, once you get to this position here, once you get one cleared, you can reach up, pull his head this way, and you can go either way. Whatever way feels comfortable. You can pull his head down this way and turn, or you can take his head all the way across and turn. Okay, if you're in a situation where you can reach back and grab his head with both hands, you can do the same thing. You can pull down hard this way and turn, or if you get a tight enough grip, you can pull it across this way and turn. In either case, you should end up on top. The next thing we're going to cover is the basic side roll. So far, we've done stand-ups and sit-outs. Anything that you initiate from the bottom position will come from one of these three movements. It's either going to come from a stand-up, a sit-out situation, or a roll situation. On the basic side roll, the most important thing that you need to do is control the opposition's wrist. Again, this goes back to the hand control concept. Everything that you use from the bottom, you should be controlling some type of wrist or hand when you start to initiate your movements. From here, if you're going to side roll, on this particular side roll, you can do it two different ways. You can control a man's wrist here and around the waist, low around the waist, or what you can do is bring it up high and put yourself in a position to do what we call a shoulder roll. When you initiate your side roll, it's important to, rather than go to your head, to go to the point of your elbow. So as we bring this arm up into a shoulder roll position, we're going to pull it in tight. If you notice, I'm controlling behind his hand. Oftentimes, wrestlers will come up and they'll control the fingers. It's too easy for me to slip off in this situation. So you want to control his wrist behind the thumb so that you can get a nice tight grip. So from here, we pull it up high. Now, once we get to this position here, the elbow is still going to be pointing out to the side. We're not going to roll him by bringing the elbow back in close. From here, you're going to go to the point of your elbow. Your inside knee is going to pop up into his midsection, and the outside knee is going to follow. It's going to look something like this. From here, the inside knee goes up, the outside knee follows, and you go to the point of your elbow, like such. Now, as I start my roll, I should have ended up in this type situation. And the first thing you think about once you get to this position is that you don't want the top man to move back and get parallel. In this situation, he has a chance to lock around your body and possibly flip you back across. So as soon as you get to this position here, after your side roll, you want to move perpendicular immediately. You want to keep control of this hand. We'll go through a couple ways that you can finish this in just a few seconds. Okay, again. On the side roll, the first thing you want to do is control his wrist. You bring it up high around your rib cage. This is on the shoulder roll, side roll. From here, you're going to pull it in tight. Your elbow is still pointing out. Now, from here, the inside knee goes up into his stomach area. The outside knee follows, and you go to the point of your elbow. You don't want to go down to your head. Here, here. Now, as soon as you get here, you leave this arm to the inside so that you can block him from coming parallel. So you move perpendicular. Okay, let's turn this way. Once you get to this position, there's a few different ways that you can finish your side roll technique. Control his wrist. This is very important. One thing that you can do is just to turn down towards the leg. From here, you just come down in between the legs. I like to go into what we call a Navy ride position. As you make your turn, you come between the legs. Oftentimes from here, the man on the bottom will now try to turn away. As he tries to turn away, you slide this knee up under so that you can pull this back up and put him into a position so that you can put your half Nelson on. If he turns back into you, this way, you lock this leg up and block it up with your inside knee. So from here, you control him here and try to keep him on his back. If he tries to turn away, you scoop the other leg and into a Navy right position. Pull him back up and look for your half Nelson. Okay. Another finish that you can use from this position is what we call a Granby cradle finish. All you need to do is control his wrist again. Now you look for his inside leg. Just come around, lock his leg up, go 2-on-1, pull it down between your crotch, and lean towards his head. You want to keep your head away from his leg. Oftentimes, the bottom man now will try to hook your head with his leg. If you leave your head here, he can hook over and possibly break free from your Granby cradle position. So once you get to this position, the hand that's around the leg is on top. The one that's around his wrist is on the bottom. You pull it down hard, you lean back and towards his head. Okay. Another thing that you should be concentrating on if you're going to side roll a man, sometimes you'll need to do what we call an elevator. So from here, as we start to side roll, whether we side roll him from here or from here, what you may need to do to get more elevation sometimes is to go into what we call an elevator with the inside leg. So as we go to the point of the elbow, what we're going to do is use this inside leg to lift and kick. Now, as soon as we do that again, we're going to move perpendicular and position your body so that you can work to your finish. Now we're going to do what we call an inside roll, and it's done very similar to what we did when we did the basic side roll. From here, rather than control his wrist with the outside hand, we're going to control it with the inside hand. Now, the key here is to use this inside leg to elevate. We're just going to pull this arm across. We're going to sit the inside knee up, with the outside knee is going to follow. This goes here, this goes here. Now, as you position yourself here, you're going to use the inside leg to elevate. Keep the wrist controlled, elevate across. Now, you sit perpendicular. Once you get to this position, you control the wrist and work into your finishing position. Either here or into a grabby cradle situation. Okay, again, from here, you come across with the inside arm. Control his wrist. Now you're going to move the hand across. The inside knee goes up into the stomach area. The outside knee follows. From here, you look for your elevator. You lift across, move perpendicular. You come back, control the wrist. Now you're ready to work to your finish. Thanks, Rick. You're welcome.